the best you saw out there?
The most surprising, I'd say, would be Jill's Chio. He kind of got under it, squared it up very well, and looked like a natural punt returner out there.
Did you see that this week, you think?
I doubt it.
Cash, how good were you, Adam?
I actually didn't get in this one. They were kind of taking it easy on me this week, so they were letting me get back up to 100%. So.
Hey, can both of you guys just talk about being ranked in the top 25, having the national coaches kind of recognizing what you guys have been putting on the field and your success you had the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're on a good run. I think we're deserving of the spot we're at. I mean, we beat very good teams last few weeks. I think it's finally deserving that we actually get the recognition that we deserve. We've been ranked before, been ranked top 10, top 5 before. We kind of lost that, so I feel like we kind of got to take this ranking and claw back and get up to the top 10, top 5 again.
Yeah, I mean, Illinois State's a big game, so obviously we should move up once we beat them, because that's the plan. And I got that in my mindset that it's going to be a win week. Then these next games coming up, we should just keep on moving up and keep on spotlighting the Bears. Top 25 now. It's a good look for us, and we plan on going up from there.
Cash, how have you seen the offensive line come together a little? You've gotten a little healthier, still trying to improve on the run game, but just how have you seen that as it's become a little more healthy?
We're trying to interchange people. People go down. About when we get someone back, usually someone goes down. I mean, that's just how it is as an offensive lineman. You never get to play 100%, but you give 100% effort. That's how you have to play. We're getting Vio Tolliver back this week. He had an ankle injury, but he should be ready to go. We plan on using all of our weapons this week on the offensive line to get the run game back up to where it needs to be.
You guys just talk about Illinois State and the history that they have, and I guess a rivalry that's kind of developed organically.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's definitely a rivalry now. I mean, they left a bitter taste in our mouths after last year. I mean, the refs called it as it was. We'll say it was a catch. We'll let them get the W. We'll see what happens this week.
Yeah, it's just, it was a hurtful time last year because, obviously we thought we won. And then whatever the refs made, we should never let it come down to that game. And we don't plan on letting it come down to that this game.
Is this, right, more so, I know it's always a business trip, but is this game kind of personal for you guys? Because you know what happened last year and how much another win would keep improving not just your confidence, but the voters' confidence?
For me, this game is very personal. I plan on getting everyone riled up in the locker room. I think it's in the locker room right now that this is our get-back week for what happened last year. And I think we can use that to our advantage, we're going to play dangerous this game.
Are you normally the rile up guy, or is there kind of guys in the locker room that everybody knows is like the rile guy? This is kind of like your turn.
We got our captains and stuff, but definitely the guys from last year will be the rile up guys. I do like to think of myself as a rile up guy. I try to get people hyped up, especially the offensive linemen, But as far as the bigs go, I try to get them as hype as we can.
Grant, is there really a hype guy for special teams?
Depends on the certain day, but me and Bowles are usually feeling some kind of way on game day. We'll get the guys feeling juiced up and ready to go.
You're just sitting there laughing when you hear all this. Is it just playing dangerous and everything? Just what's it like from your perspective to hear all that?
I mean, I consider myself to play dangerous. I like to come out and be a weapon, kind of fly under the radar until I'm not. But I mean, it's fun. It's fun stuff.
Grant, what would you say you take the most pride in as a punter? Is it flipping the field? Is it punts inside the 20 and inside the 5? What's your favorite part about the job?
So I would consider myself a defensive player just because I help the defense set up and put them in a position to make them hold off a long drive or stuff somebody back inside their own 10. So I think flipping the field and getting inside the 10 or 5 is where it's the most fun for me.
Cash, for you guys, I know it's obviously personal. I know it's going to be an emotional game. How do you guys make sure, though, that you put your energy in the right format and not overspend yourself in the first half to where you're gassed out in the second?
It really just comes down to focus and locking in. I think our team does a really good job at that. Whether we got to critique something, whether we're not going to see. I mean, we saw Illinois State do a lot more 4-down than we're used to in the past, but I don't think we'll have any problem picking that up and taking advantage of it. just really getting our energy to where it needs to be. You can rile up, but you don't want to lose focus. And as long as we put that forth to every play, play between the whistles and hit them in the mouth.
Have you guys had to make a lot of in-game adjustments, like when the second half comes, or is it just, hey, we've studied the film, we see, and we kind of know what they're doing, and that's kind of been the game plan you guys are focused on?
Usually we start off with a game plan, and it works, and then they'll have their own game plan, and it switches something up that we got to do. And then we'll look at the second half, and then we'll switch up what we have to do and take advantage of it. I think we have really good game plans going in the second half because, our game plan for that week may have been their different game plan for another team. So then we got to switch our game plan and some stuff that we haven't seen or take advantage of stuff that we're seeing now that they're switching up.
I can follow that, okay.
You make Illinois State sound like your rival. When we had guys in here a few weeks back talking UT Martin like that, just kind of how do you guys do you try to make every game personal, or is that just something that fuels you guys?
For me, every game is personal. It's our kind of our get back year. UT Martin was a get back game. Youngstown was a get back game. This game will be a get back game. We got a lot more games coming back, or that will be our get backs. I take every game serious, every game personal. Want to know, just like Coach Beard says, every day you got to get better. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
Grant, do you have any punters that you watch highlight films of, if there are those things out
Like
there?
NFL guys?
Yeah, just who do you look up to?
Some guys I like to watch, just technique-wise, are A.J. Cole, very short, very smooth, very explosive guy. I mean, obviously he's a little bit taller than me, a little bit lankier, but seeing how he uses his levers to be able to get the ball to explode off his foot I feel that kind of helps me visualize what I need to do on game day.
Grant, you have a unique situation in that your friends and family can come to all the games. They're coming to watch the punter. Do they admit to you that they enjoy when the team has to punt and offense stalls?
Occasionally, yeah. It's more fun if I don't play, because that means we're usually scoring a lot of points. Sometimes my favorite plays are holding PATs, but I think it's enjoyable to have my family around here, get the support that I really need and enjoy to have.
Do they have the fake field goal or fake conversion in the book for you to maybe do something other than just hold when you get the ball?
I'll keep that confidential.
Any other questions for the guys?
I don't want to. Cash, you talk so much about these get-back games, how important they are. How do you as players, what's it like in the locker room? Do you guys have a sense that, hey, we are kind of out of the mud and we are starting to run with success and we are learning how to win and how to close out games?
Yeah, the first thing we had to do was learn how to win. Now that we kind of got a little bit under our belt, it's time to keep that going forward. Now, we can't look at it like we've won this game, we can't do this. We got to keep the same process, same procedures all the way up to game day. And, the consensus in the locker room is that these guys beat us last year. We ain't going to let that happen again. These guys came to our own home territory and beat us. That ain't going to happen again. We're going to go to their home territory and beat them.